as a whole. And now, better than before, through those open doors, where I am now, where I am now, in a special place, a telephone place, where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you like to see us live at WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 FM Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and you can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM or 1350 AM, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbor to our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, and WMVA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to our new YouTube channel. That's FYI Radio Show, host Yolanda Hinton, or the old one, Crystal Records 1, CRISTO Records 1. Make sure you like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. We need the numbers. We promise we'll shout you out.
Shout out.
Mr. E, it's Fun Friday.
That's right. It's the funnest Friday, and the rain look like it's going to be on the outside at this May, the 16th of May, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the 17th of May.
Yes.
And wow, we're halfway through, and the children don't have but another month to go before 4 weeks before school is out.
Absolutely. I want to say good morning to Miss Annie Salario. Thank you for joining us. Miss Sheila Robbins is here with us. Missed you the other day, Miss Robbins. And all you all that are on, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll shout you out.
That's right. If you like, share, comment, and subscribe, you get a shout out.
All right, Mr. E, what do we have today?
Well, we got the job listings today. Let's go with our job listings. And you know someone that need a job. Get a job. Get a job. You heard that song before. If you know someone that need a job and looking for a job, don't forget that the Norfolk International Airport is doing some hiring down there. Also, Federal Express. Don't forget to go down to Lowe's, Home Depot, Harry Teeter's, McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, and all those other little places. All Aldi's are looking for folks that wants to work.
Okay, we have the Catholic Charities looking for administrative assistant. We have chief of staff needed at Williamsburg downtown. Licensed vet tech at the NSPCA.
And a vet surgeon at the NSPCA, USD manager, VA Penn Food Bank, Virginia Food Bank. That job closed already. So, hey, development manager, medical home plus, that closes on at the end of the month. So they're looking for a development manager.
All right, a case manager is needed at Catholic Charities, a land use planner at Habitat for Humanity.
Team director at JHU Hampton Bloomberg Center, and I-team director is in Newport News Bloomberg Center.
A data analysis for kids. They also need an intake specialist, education coordinator as well.
Safety manager is needed by Bay Agent, and LPC is needed at the Catholic Charity.
Hunger relief coordinator at JCOC, and 9 jobs are needed, Mr. E, at St. Mary's Home.
The district executive at the Boy Scouts of America is looking for an executive, and Norfolk Public Library is looking for a community outreach program assistant.
Make sure you all check out these jobs. They're already posted. You can go to Yolanda Hinton's personal page, Edward Everett's personal page, LinkedIn, so on and so on, and you can get the list.
And get a job. That's right, and get a job. If you need that job, don't forget summertime is running right around the corner, and there are a lot of young folks that are applying for seasonal work.
Absolutely.
And, if you've been looking for a full-time position, now's the time for you to go. But if you want a seasonal position, go to some of these places and get you a job.
Absolutely. Mr. E, this is our Friday segment. What's in your closet? Issues concerning us women.
Ms. Hinton, one of the things that we got to understand about issues concerning women, you'll never find too many things out about a woman, because they have some deep, dark secrets, but they really wants to know more about a man, but we'll never, ever unclose the secrets of a woman.
That's funny, because Mr. E wanted to talk about the dark side of a woman. So I asked Mr. E, I said, Mr. E, what do you think some of those dark sides are? And Mr. E really couldn't give me too many things.
Well,
because we're secretive, and we've hidden them. They're like treasures, Mr.
That's
E.
right.
See, you all tell on yourselves, but Steve Harvey sat back and wrote a whole book about you guys.
That's right. Ms. Hinton, and one of the things, the best kept is a woman keeping a secret. Because some of the things that women has done in their past, they take it to the grave with them. It'll never leak out, and nobody will never find out what they have done. Even when you sit down chatting with them and find out, what did you do back in the days of old? And they'll tell you bits and pieces. They'll hem and haw. They'll beat around the bush and skip the subject and go on about what's going on with them. And you still ain't found out nothing what they did back in the day of old.
I've had friends years ago confide in me. Until this day, I will not tell. I had everybody ask this, that. You won't get it from me. They said it was a secret, and I'm going to keep it. I don't care what you say. And so I'm like that. It's just how it is, Mr. E. We will reveal what we want to reveal.
That's right.
And what we don't want you to know, you'll never know.
You'll never know. But they know how to pull it out of a man. A man tells everything. He doesn't keep anything, and he called himself trying to be honest and and letting out the secrets of all his past and what he had done, so that he can front and be upfront and with the lady, so that the lady will know he ain't holding nothing back. But brothers, that you can rest assured that in the back of your mind, she's carrying some deep, dark secrets.
Well, the thing about it, Mr. E, I think that's really honorable for a man to disclose who he is. You know, it is. It could backfire because you tell too much of your stuff, and when it's time for you to go toe to toe, she may not be able physically to beat your. But I tell you what, she can come out with the knives and tell you everything you've done
That's right. That's
all
right.
your life because she has put it in her computer, and that's how she's kind of like you know, making use of the information. It can, not all the time, it can become a weapon. That's why, what you call it, Delilah and Samson, he teased Delilah for a minute, but she was like, look, I know what to do and I know how to get it. And so he played a game with her, and eventually he told where his strength lies.
That's right.
And when the time came where she could benefit more by exposing him, she did just that. He didn't have no business putting his head and his beautiful head in the lap of that woman.
That's right, because listen to me real good, and that's a good key point. But this is issues concerning women. Men, let me share something with you while I got you on the hook. Listen to me. When you do like the women do not tell all of your business. Don't give them the 100% package of who you are, what you did, because later on down the line, because your past will come and knock you off your feet.
All is fair in love and war. But see, if you're fighting and if you are challenging a woman and she doesn't have nothing but that tongue to really lash and tear you up, that's what she's going to use. A woman is like that. She can be vindictive. She going to use any weapon that she can use. She may not be physically as strong as you are, but I'll tell you what, you might as well be on a desert island than being confronted with a woman who has the gift with that tongue. God gave a woman a gift with that mouth.
That's why, brethren, I'm going to say this again. That's why I learned the lesson. Do not tell all.
I think it's too late for that, Mr. E.
All of your business or what you did in the past, because like Miss Hinton said, they put it in a data bank. So when you when you started acting out of character, they go back to your past, your past, in your data bank, and and they'll pull that up, and they would
they'll tear you up.
They're tied in with present world. But this is the reason why you like this, because you did it back in the days of old. So, brethren, keep something to yourself.
But it may be fitting at the time of the argument.
Right.
She may bring in something that is the truth about what you're doing, or it may be just something to just cut you with, because you need to be cut at the time. So, just don't mess with a woman. She is no punk. She will do what she's got to do to survive. Steve Harvey, he threw you guys under the bus this week, and I'm so sorry to hear that. But we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. I want to say good morning to Lillian Cromwell, my beautiful friend. And I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. So, Mr. E, we can talk about women, and we can talk about the fact that men have been in the lap of women and have really messed themselves up.
That's
Adam, we can go throughout history and see where men have given their power over to women.
That's
that's y'all's fault. But anyway, we're going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about reason why, men are a little bit uneasy about this thing called marriage in a sense. We have reasons why he is getting cold feet, or he is hesitant to ask that big question.
That's right. And here we go, for issues for the women. Have you ever been with your boyfriend for a while and are starting to wonder if he ever going to propose? Well,
Mr. E, let me ask you, why do women want to get married so bad?
Well, there are some reasons why women want to get married, and we're going to tell you the reasons why women want to get married. We're going to let you in on a little secret today why women
want to get
want to
married.
get
Right.
married. For many women, getting married is one of the main goals of their lives.
Mhm.
They're fantasize about diamond rings, wedding dresses, and saying that special word, I do, in front of all their friends and their family. However, men aren't enthused with the ideal of marriage,
What?
as women usually are. Though the ideal of being married are also important to them, hoop la boo is getting a ring, proposing, and planning a wedding may not be as appealing. Why he hasn't proposed to you yet? If you're wondering, he's a committed pro. For one reason or another, some men simply fear commitment
Ooh,
like a plague.
like a plague.
Like a plague. Making a commitment for some men is like a plague. It could be because they had bad experience at committing to an ex who turned out to be crazy, or because some negative experience with committing has scared them.
Oh wow.
And that's why I'm trying to tell men, do not tell your past, whatever you've done, because it'll come back and haunt you,
Yes,
because
it
they will be crazy. The commitment issue can be worked out. However, it will take some time before he start getting used to the idea of being settled.
Well, that's
down.
his
Yeah.
issue. But a woman basically wants to get married because marriage is honorable. It makes you know that it's a committed. It's something that you commit to. It's something that they want, which is a good thing. The Bible says that marriage is honorable. And so they want something honorable. They're looking at family. They're looking at future. They're looking at stability. They're looking at support. A woman is not just looking at the fact that she wants to, put somebody in that web, she's a spider in that web. She's looking at the fact that she wants something and she wants it because she feels like she has found someone that would be as committed. But there is a little wrench wherein men do have a little bit of hesitation, if not a lot.
Well,
And that is something in time has to be worked out.
A lot of women wants to get married because their biological clock,
which is
ticking.
All right.
It's ticking.
If you're looking
ticking.
to have a family, you have to consider. Look, I can't wait till I'm 100 to get married here. I'm not Sarah, and you are not Abraham. A woman knows that her body has a certain amount of time to come, to bring forth children, and so hey, this is why she's saying, look, we're together, let's commit, and let's do this thing right.
That's right, and
if we love each other.
That's right. That's a another key to it.
But do women wait for love? Are they waiting for love? I know but I want to know this. Do you think women are waiting for love to connect, or are women connecting too quick? A woman is an emotional being. She's a person that will sometimes feel something quick, without looking or discerning or either taking the time to go deep inside that inner person, that
that's right.
So do you think women, just want to get married for the heck of it or just for the love of getting married, or are they just, connecting emotionally to a man so quick?
Well, the emotional security and stability. Mm-hmm. Women are looking for security and they're looking to be stabilized. They don't want to keep running. They don't want to be, and they're looking for some support and companionship. Mm-hmm. Also, there's a song that used to come on TV or radio that says,
love and carriage. Oh, love and
And
marriage.
marriage.
So love and carriage, stick together like a hand and marriage. And then
Horse
some,
and carriage.
and some women want financial stability.
Absolutely.
So their biological clock is ticking. They want financial stability. They want emotional security. They emotional,
right.
and they
support.
want to be stable. And they'll do that. And sometimes they'll go off the deep end and figure that I got to do it and I got to do it now. They got their personal fulfillment and life goals. They pursue the pursuing of a personal fulfillment and accomplishment of a life goal are compelled factors guiding women towards matrimony. Marriage is often seen as a charity milestone and significant life event, providing a sense of personal success and achievement. Marriage as a milestone. They want to get married.
So with all that, why do men hesitate? We have 11 reasons why he hasn't asked you to marry him yet. And I'm wondering, like I said, maybe sometimes women, we when we see something we want it. But it may be too early for that. But this is let me say on the other side, man, you can't sit back and carry a woman and string her along for years and years and years, thinking you got the cow and the milk and no commitment, honey. It's time for you to make a decision because you just can't keep. And this is the thing about it in this generation. Not only do they do that, but they want to give you all these babies. You got these women.
Well,
you got 50 children, and he's still trying to make that decision whether or not he wants to get married.
I want to say good morning to Miss Shirley, Dolores James, and there's a slogan say, "Why pay for the cow when you get the milk for free?"
That's what it is. That's
why pay for the cow when you can get the milk for free? I know the men out there jumping. Hold on to your steering wheel. Why pay for the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Listen, open the phone lines. See if the ladies have anything to say about this subject.
757-624-9475. That's the telephone number to dial. Why pay for the cow when you get the milk for free? These are some of the 11 reasons why men. The lines are available. If you want to call in, you can. 757-624-9475. That's the telephone number to dial. What are the reasons why women want to get married and why men delay at popping that question?
You all got a nerve. It says he's a commitment phobe. For one reason or another, some men simply fear commitment the plague. It could be because they had a bad experience, just like you said earlier. Also, he's worried about losing some of his freedom.
That's right. 757.
He can rip and run.
624-9475. Call in if you want to dialogue with us. Why men delay?
This is a good one. Getting married can mean having increased responsibilities, especially when kids get involved. Your boyfriend may simply be debating whether or not he wants to give up the whole bachelor lifestyle in favor of walking down the aisle.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Hey, speak
Good
up.
morning.
Good morning.
All right. How you doing?
Doing good, and you?
All right. I was trying to when you were talking about marriage.
Yes.
Why men delay it? Why men don't want to get married?
Well, they should. They should.
Okay.
I got to go on with it.
Okay.
Right. That's where you get blessed at.
Okay.
So that's the main thing right there.
Absolutely.
And not only that, you cannot just take the women for granted.
Uh-huh.
You love her.
Okay.
You can have all the money in the world.
Okay.
But if you don't love one another, it's not going to work.
Oh, I love
Thank
that.
you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Thank you.
757-624-9475. That's the telephone number to dial. Give us a call. Let us know why should they get married. Well, here's one of the reasons why men don't want to get married. He's still in love with his ex.
Well, what is he doing in another relationship then? That don't make sense.
That's why they said, why pay for the cow when you get the milk for free? Let's go
All
to the
right,
phone
let's
line.
go to the phone line.
Good morning.
Morning. Yes.
Speak up.
Kind of like to respond to the question is why men don't want to get married.
Well, they
You talking about
hesitate.
the men in the house of the Lord or the men in the street?
Well, either or.
I'm gonna speak for the house of the Lord.
Okay, that sounds good.
We teach on a lot of things in the church as far as how to maintain a marriage and expectations of this, and we want to proclaim and decree a lot of things. But now this generation that's coming up now, they're scared of getting stale and stagnated in the marriage.
Okay.
It's almost like it's a stipulation upon the young people that once you get married, that's it. And a lot of the men that I speak with, got that thing in their head about, man, you've been with that one woman all this time, and it's gonna take away from your drive.
Wow.
You follow what I'm saying?
That's
yes.
It's gonna take away from your energy, your drive. And I know the Bible says that the bed between a man and a wife is undefiled.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not teaching on that thing that defiles the bedroom.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because once that bedroom scene leaves the marriage,
that's the ball game.
I'm not gonna say it's the ball game, but you got to have one bad imagination,
keep that kind of relationship.
Back up. I've been married over 30-some years.
Wow.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm talking from a little bit of experience on this end, but we're scared to talk about the real things that's required to take place to keep a marriage going. And that's what's keeping these brothers out here. They be like you say, why pay for the cow if you can get
absolutely.
If you can get them.
Thank you so much.
You already got the whole cow.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling. Yes. So listen, we also have some more. He hasn't bought the ring yet.
Yeah.
He could be putting off asking father for permission. Mr. E, this is what I want to know as we continue to look at some of these reasons. Why do men talk other men out of commitment? That's what it is. Let me tell y'all ladies something. It's these guys that they get in a huddle. Men get in a huddle, and man, why you want to do that? And man, I wouldn't do that. And man, all these. It's that thing. They get together and they talk each other out of all what is good and what is right to do sometimes. He could be waiting for his older brother to propose first, it says.
That's right.
And he said, he may be unsure about being a father and wanting family and all this. He may be unsure at this point.
He might not want to be the only married guy in his group
of friends.
Yeah, he might not want to do it. He might have more that he wants to do in life first.
Or he may have more than one woman. Now, don't forget that, ladies, this is the thing. And Mr. E, give us the number real quick.
757-624-9475. We can take one more call.
One more call. But let me say something, Mr. E. Go ahead, give the number.
757-624-9475. That's the telephone number to dial. We got about 60 seconds. Give us a call.
All right, but I want to say something to you women. Let me tell you something about this generation. You got so many women to one man, and a man has so many choices in this day and time. It's not funny. So listen, make sure if you want that commitment, that monogamy, is it monogamy? Yes. You can, make sure you wait to see if this is that type of person that can give you that, because they have a show that's on TV, Mr. E, and it's called Sister Wives. A man that can have as many women, many wives as he want to. One man to so many women, the Bible says. And so this is a generation we're dealing with. When you have with men that not only can he get the cow and all the milk for free, but he can get all the cows in the whole corral.
Well, Miss Hinton, we got to go on that note. Just tell them your final bye-bye.
I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about this more next week. We have a series about men, series about women. We want you all to continue to join us. Listen, stay here just for a few minutes. We got some upcoming shows and information for you from FYI Radio Show. Have a wonderful weekend.
Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, new single, Make It All Right. For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. I'm Ed Everett, along with the host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. If you'd like to be a special guest, a sponsor, or intern on the most talked about radio show, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, WMVA 88.9 Peace, 95.3 FM, and 1400 AM, and on all social media platforms. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye now.
All right, so Mr. E, listen, not only are there so many women to one man, a man has a choice to, he can choose what he wants, but they will take care of that one man. You got these women now, Mr. E, that are willing to let that man stay home. I'm talking about what they're showing us now. And he don't have to do not one thing. I know you got to go in there.
No, everything's well.
But Mr. E, did you hear what I said? A man can hesitate because he has so many choices. A man can hesitate because all the women in the whole wide world are willing to take care of that one man. It's just so many reasons why a man don't have to get married in this day and time.
Miss Hinton, when you start talking about a man and being married, some, like you said, some men are being talked out of it. Some men don't want to make a commitment, and some men are really looking at it in a financial area. I'm not financial strapped, and then some men are looking at it and say, "Listen, now I got to make a commitment. In this commitment, guess what? I don't know if I'm because men doesn't think properly. I want to say that up front. Sometimes men make decisions, and the decisions that they make is the wrong decisions. Sometimes pressure can be upon a man in order for him when he make decisions. He's not really making a decision for love. He's not really making a decision for the commitment, because if he made the commitment for love and made a commitment for all the right ways to go, it will last a long time. Not just being there because, hey, I got a responsibility and I ain't got nowhere else to go, and I often look around in the streets, Miss Hinton, because there's a lot of men that are lost in space. They're walking around with their head in the air because they figured they got into something that they was not ready for.
Yeah, men also, I'm sorry, I wanted to get this in real quick. Their dreams, you said something about financially, but along with finances, their dreams and their hopes and their future, they're still building that. And so sometimes they, hesitate as well.
And then not only that, when men started, and I'm talking about from men, when men look at to make that commitment, it's a lifelong journey. They're looking at, because sometimes family members, your mama and your daddy doesn't teach you or doesn't show you the commitment, what you got to expect. You're gonna have some ups, you're gonna have some downs. But some men don't have some men doesn't have father figures in the house.
Absolutely.
And some fathers don't have they got women, they got different women, and that's all men see. Well, when we look at the world today, it's okay for a man to have several wives or several girlfriends, just like you look at it. But when you started looking at marriage and settling down with one person who's going to understand you for the rest of your life, not looking for somebody like your mama, not looking for somebody that's going to hold on to, but to stay there and, do what they do.
Absolutely. So we're going to talk about this a little bit more. We're going to have a series on our guys, on our Wednesdays, what's under the hat, issues concerning men. Of course, our ladies, we're going to continue to dialogue about some things. we're going to dig deep. Mr. E wants us to dig a little bit
That's
deeper in
right.
the dark side
That's right.
of a woman. But you know what? I'm noticing that some women still, they're very secretive and they really don't want to go too deep. Now, they will disclose who they are,
Right.
what they've done, but they understand so well that when you do that, you're going to get that backlash as well. And women
That's
are
right.
not into that. And not only that, sometimes people have forgiven themselves, forgotten things, and are moving on.
That's right.
And so they don't feel the need to really, unless they write in a book, you know, what you call it. As a matter of fact, Whoopi Goldberg just wrote a memoir. And in that, she said she was a cocaine addict. Now, who would have
That's
thought?
right.
Who would have thought? I did not know. So that's something in time she felt comfortable to disclose. And so that's what a woman does when she feels the need, when she feels the timing is right, when she can speak it. Because I'm telling you, sometimes you can experience something, Mr. E, and you can't talk about it.
That's right.
You know, whatever it is, it could be health, it could be, you know, a relationship, it could be financial something, and she just can't find the words to say it.
You know, just like sometimes women don't tell you all that they had to do when they have children at an early age. When they have children at an early age and they have to provide for their child. And some women is not going to tell you by any means necessary, I got to provide for my child. I dated different men just to get the coins, just to put bread on the table, just to, you know, just to feed my baby. In other words, I was in relationships. Sometimes I won't in a relationship, but what I did, what I had to do in order for me to provide for my children.
Absolutely. So we'll discuss that. We'll be on FYI After Dark with some of these topics, so you all can talk a little bit more, a little bit longer about you know, the subjects that be. Mr. E, we're gonna serve just a couple of minutes of tea because she's got a class. But Mr. E, you know, we want to talk about, I want to find out a little bit more what's going on in the music world. And the fact that your girl, Anita Baker, baby.
Please do not.
Anita Baker.
Let me drink some tea on that.
Her name is Anita. I call her Bonita Baker, baby, because she just denied the folk, you know, coming into the concert to see her at the last second. At the last second, folks was cussing
and calling her all
calling
kinds
her
of names.
What a good child.
Why Anita? Why
Anita Baker,
why
baby?
Anita? Why is she doing such messy mess like that? Folks waited years since January and all the way until now to see Anita.
Day.
You know, to see Anita, and then at the final who she thinks she is? Ooh. I mean, let's look at it. She had a heyday. She's history. You know, she was all that back in the day. I feel like the lady that was out there talking about it and called her bald-headed and all that stuff and said that she did not care for what Anita did.
I call her Bonita Baker, baby.
Bonita.
Honey. Bonita Baker, baby. These folks are really going to cancel you eventually because Anita, let me give her right and give her respect. Anita Baker is a wonderful singer. I love her music. And I would go see her. Lauryn Hill is another one. I love their music, but I'm telling you, there's some things that are going on that, you know, make you draw back. Also, Tyrese with his fabulous R&B voice, he was cutting up. He just walked off the stage. You know, he got paid, walked up the stage, said, "Forget y'all." You know, he's really emotional. He's been through a lot of things with, you know, his child and baby mama and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I don't know what's going on in the music world. There's just so much, you know, things that people are going through in their personal lives. They're fussing and carrying on with one another. You know, who has time for that? It seems like those people would be out there just worried about making their paper and giving good shows, but they're fighting with this one and that one, and this artist is fighting with that artist, and, you know, walking off the stage, not showing up for concerts. It's messy. You know, the music business has been messy, but it's really getting to the point where people are getting turned off. And I hope it doesn't happen to Anita. She's a fabulous singer, and I love her music. Oh, we got somebody in the studio. Mr. E, what's going on?
Well, Miss Hinton, we want to say congratulations to
Hey,
one of our
Dina,
winners
come up here, sweetheart.
who have won
Come up here in the camera.
our lunch for two.
Yes.
Miss Lawson, we want to say congratulations to you and thank you so very, very much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world.
So, do you listen to us?
Yes, I do.
That. Well, I tell you what, we want to say congratulations and thank you so much for being a part of our family.
Thank you both. I tell you, I thank God for being saved.
Oh,
I truly thank God for salvation.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Hallelujah. And I thank God for winning something for the first time.
Well, we have it for you, Mr. E. Did you give her a gift?
I have it.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
You enjoy it. And thank you so much for participating and calling us on that day.
Yes, ma'am.
So look, you
Thank
guys,
you
look,
so
I got a
much.
class to go to. This is our fabulous winner. We want to just say thank you again. God bless you, dear. And it's just marvelous to be able to bless our listeners and get their support.
That's right.
So, Mr. E, we got to talk about this again. There's so much to say. Mr. E wants to tell us a lot about how he feels when it comes to women. We're going to let him on our After Dark kind of really just talk and just kind of just tell us what men think, from their perspective.
That's right. Thank you so much, Mr. William Harrison, for tuning in. Mr. Thomas Balon, that's right, for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Miss Hinton, when we begin to look at the deep, dark secrets, I really believe that if a man going to empty himself out of his childhood, from his childhood all the way until where he is now, I think that a woman should really dig deep down inside and allow and tell that man everything that she been through so he can get to know her better.
That's good.
And put it in his data bank so he know what to expect and it won't be no surprises.
But see, the woman has to get past fear and shame,
right?
Insecurity. She got to get past those things.
Men had to do the same.
I don't know, y'all. Just But I'm just saying, sometimes it may not be a shame for you all. I'm not sure, but why is it that you all can empty yourselves
because
to a woman?
we have found the right woman. We think that the woman that we have found is going to be there to hold our hands and be there that could understand who we are and not take what the information that we give them and use it against them. Well, we want folks to know our lifestyle. We want folks to know how we grew up and what we did in school. Because when you did in school, you don't get that recognition. You don't get nobody to pat you on your back. Well, I've been in the military. Okay, you've been in the military. So what? So long he got somebody in his corner that's going to really appreciate him, because men go through a lot. They carry the whole world on their shoulder. That folks don't understand what a man had to do and how he had to come up and what he had to endure and what he had to say. So when a man gets to find the right woman and he thinks that she's the right woman, he let everything he got in. But I'm saying to a lot of men, you're telling too much of your business. Shut your mouth.
We gotta definitely talk about that. I find that very interesting.
Shut your mouth.
We gotta go. You all be blessed. Come back. Look on Monday for Sports Talk, because guess what? We got the NFL line up for the season. I am so excited about that. In the meantime, we're still talking about the NBA. We're still talking about the WNBA. We are loving it all. And so don't forget to join us Monday at 9:30 a.m. Mr. E's going to tell you how to be a special guest sponsor intern. In the meantime, don't forget the song, Make It All Right, my new single. You can get it wherever music sold. Don't forget you all to go to Bulvic Academy as well, BULVIC, and look at all the information we have, our anti-bullying movement, initiatives, books, games, all that. Go to bulvicacademy.com and check us out. That's our sponsor as well. So look, Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I want to wish my beautiful grandson a happy birthday. We're celebrating his birthday tomorrow, and he is just the best. And so I just want to say happy birthday, Christian. I love you so much. So, Mr. E.
Mr. Thomas said, okay, I'll keep my mouth closed.
Oh my God, don't do it.
Yeah.
So
keep your mouth closed, Mr.
So
Thomas.
Mr. E is going to tell us how to be a special guest sponsor intern with FYI Radio Show.
Do not empty your lawn. Do not tell your business. They'll tell it. They'll use it against you.
Don't listen to Mr. E.
Yes, and see, here's
Don't
another
listen
thing.
to Mr. E.
Here's another thing. When they tell their business, they use it against other men.
Oh, right. It's not that serious.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's real serious because they use it against other men and think that other men are just like some of the things that they do. Listen, if you'd like to be an intern or sponsor, give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you want to be a special guest, inbox, email us at Edward Everett Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, or you can email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. And don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for more of FYI.
All right. See you all later. I'm going to my class. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
2 up, 2 down, VA. Bye now.